these things, there's always some opportunities to be found. So where might they be?
Yeah, I think, there are going to be opportunities for collaboration, for consolidation. I suspect that the mergers and acquisitions market will be really key. But I think businesses hopefully will look to embrace technology, innovation. One of the areas that we're spending a lot of time with at the moment is the circular economy, the world of sustainability. And we've funded, within the last 6 months, we've funded 6 businesses, whether that be from electric industrial generators to recycling of raw materials. So I think the whole circular economy presents itself as a really important opportunity for business.
I think certainly from my own experience of talking to clients in the marketplace, looking at the green issues and the sustainability, and EBCO is a great example of that, that is now on the forefront of everyone's agenda.
I think for businesses and for lenders, as we emerge from lockdown and restrictions and we see economic cycles improving and increasing, businesses' debt burden and their ability to service that debt is really something that owner managers and lenders are going to have a real eye to. And then liquidity, making sure that businesses' liquidity is at the right level. And that, as you well know, cash is king, and businesses fail generally, or more so, for a lack of cash than they do for a lack of profit.
Yep.
And so I think that liquidity piece for owner managers to have a real eye to, and thinking about their working capital facilities in the longer term is really key.
So Andy, as you and I both know, SMEs come in all shapes and sizes. Some of them have a textbook backstory, but some of them always come with a bit of a explanation needed. In this diversified world, should high street lenders be the first port of call for small businesses, or is there another way?
It depends, I think. I think if lower risk businesses and lower risk propositions are looking for vanilla funding, I think the high street bank route is probably the route that businesses should take to start with, and then see where that gets them.
Sure.
Where businesses are perhaps earlier on in their life cycle, where they're at an earlier revenue stage, where perhaps they can't provide the financial trading accounts demonstrating future servicing capability, or can't get there on the security requirements that banks require, then there's alternative providers. And I think that what's really encouraging for business out there is the competitiveness of the financial markets as they stand. Liquidity is really strong. This is a great thing for competitiveness, and we're seeing new entrants into the financial marketplace. You know that only too well. And I think that's good for competition, and it's good for owner managers of businesses, the range of choice. And I'm talking about across debt and equity as well, where we're seeing a lot more funds come to market that are willing and able to support SMEs and want to get involved supporting SMEs. So I think that businesses should try and think about and take advice on this, but where do they sit in terms of their risk profile and in terms of trying to match that with appetite, and try and have a look at where does that fit around price. So it's good, isn't it, to see lots more providers and CDFIs as well doing well. And then you've got the Midlands Engine Investment Fund as an example, a fund that's been designed to support businesses who can't traditionally source their funding. 2 debt funds, 2 equity funds. I lead on the debt finance fund, which is 100k to 1.5 million, and so and we've really proven that fund in that sort of cash flow mezzanine space between bank and equity is really in demand for lots of businesses out there. So I'd encourage people, if they kind of don't know where to look, is to engage advisors and people who understand the market and what's best suited for them, But also there's the British Business Bank Finance Forum to be able to go and have a look at what some of the options are there as well. So I'm kind of really encouraged by the range of choice that's out there for owner managers these days.